Hi, calculus. So I want to check homework from Tuesday night. You guys had, I believe, in your homework packet, number 4, 5, 7, and 8. So let's go through those. Here is number 4. This one was pretty straightforward based on what we talked about yesterday. Just getting that 2 out of the situation first. And then without that 2, we see we just need to multiply by 3. So the answer key has it written down like this. We just kept the 2 inside of the limit. They've decided to pull it out. They also decided to pull the 3 outside as well. But we know it doesn't really matter. We can keep those numbers inside the limit instead. We'd get the same answer in the end. You have your sine 3 theta over 3 theta, which goes to 1. Multiplied by that 6, final answer is 6. If you need more time on that problem, feel free to pause this video so you can take a closer look. Let's go to number 5. Number 5 looks like this. And this one, I know we started talking about very briefly at the end of class. The big idea with this one is, again, we have sine x, and there is an x in the denominator, but we are not allowed to break this apart as the denominator. We can break apart a numerator, but we can't break apart a denominator that easily. But if you factor out an x instead, you see, aha, there's my sine x over x. So I'm going to break this apart into my sine x over x times my other fraction, 1 over 2x minus 1. So again, they broke up the limit. We know we don't really have to do that, but it's easy to see very clearly what's going on right here. So we know that this limit equals 1. This limit we can actually evaluate by direct substitution. Evaluate, evaluate, evaluate. Final answer is -1. So again, pause this video if you need more time on that question. Going up to 7. Again, this is pretty straightforward. We see a 2x over 6x. We know they have to match. So we bring the 1/6 separate and multiply by 2 over 2, which gets us, the 2 in the numerator kind of comes out here then. So 2/6 becomes 1/3 right there. We are left the sine 2x over 2x right here. We know this whole limit goes to 1, and therefore times 1/3. Final answer is 1/3. Pause the video if you need more time on that question. Last one was number 8. This one had a lot of stuff going on, but it's again the same process. I see my sine of 4x over 3x with this extra 2 being multiplied outside. So my 2 and my 3 out they come. Multiply by 4 over 4, which is just our 1, our fancy 1. The 4 on top is not necessary, so out front it is now. So the multiplied with the 2 to get an 8 down there. We are left with the nice limit that we know is 1 times 8 over 3 gives us 8 over 3 as our final answer. So as I talked through those, I hope you paused as you needed to. Make sure you go through each of these together, meaning if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. One of your classmates, I bet, will have the answer that you are looking for. There we go. So tune in to the next video for some notes on some new examples.